right, let's kick things off right with going to Starbucks. Do you know what this is? I bought myself a typewriter because I'm quirky. Oh, there's your content. I like baking, you know? She wasn't very good at opening packages, the narrator said. And welcome to the start of a brand new reading vlog. It's the last week of January. It's the middle of the week, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I haven't done a single reading vlog, and I really want to. So that is what we are doing today. I've already been reading so many books that I love this month. The Midnight Library by Matt Haig I read as my very first book this year, and it was just so unbelievably beautiful and touching, and I love it, and it's a 5-star, and I highly recommend it to everyone. I've also already finished Alatsue, which I loved, and I gave another 5-star to. I finished a poetry collection. I just started the Hollow Pox from Jessica Townsend, so I'll be reading that in a bunch of this vlog, although I don't know if I'll be finishing it because it's pretty thick. What I will be trying to finish though is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and that is because this is the book that you guys chose over on my Instagram, and I really wanted to vlog whichever book you guys picked. So really excited. I have not started this at all, and I think it'll be really fun. This takes place in the future, and in the future basically there's like a disease that wipes out the population. It wipes out enough people to where society can't really function the way it did before because there aren't enough people to, you know, run like the airlines and to transport oil. And so things have kind of become almost like how they were before technology really arose. And I just feel like that concept is really cool. Also, so many of you guys messaged me really sweet messages telling me to please read this. And so your messages were enough to convince me. I'm so excited to read this. So that will be what I do for a bunch of today. Today, I also really want to take some Instagram pictures. That was like a really big goal of mine, and I have not done anything for Instagram at all this entire month. It's been kind of busy because I've been working really hard to get everything for grad school set up. This is a really big semester for me, and I'm just kind of nervous about it. I do have class tonight. I'll probably take you along and you can see my online grad school experience in the world of library science. Tonight's class it's a branch of academic libraries. Specifically, it is the humanities and social sciences. So the whole class is going to be teaching me how to curate collections for academic libraries, so like university libraries, in the department of like English, philosophy, art, dance. So I'm really excited. I love that professor so much, and that class so far is really fun. So today is just grad school and some nice chilled out reading, which I'm really excited about, and then probably some Instagram pictures. I think that's it for right now. So it's like cloudy. I think I'm gonna take some pictures, and then I think I'm gonna make myself a nice cup of coffee and do a little bit of reading before class. Yes, so let's go take some Instagram pictures. Are you bored? Yeah. If you could do anything right now, what would you do? Oh, you'd go outside? I can't let you out there because there's cars, but that's a very good, you know, thing that you would love to do. So what I do when I take Instagram pictures, sorry, my coffee machine is turning on, is I usually pour it, but I don't drink it. And then afterwards, so that I don't waste the coffee, I put it in a jar, put it in the refrigerator, and then I drink iced coffee the next day, which is, you know, a win-win because I love a good iced coffee. Okay, I gave my dogs a bone each, so they're really happy. And my cat has her little pile of cat snacks. And now I can do the Instagramming, but I have no idea what to do. I'm not like as creative with Instagram. I'm trying to be. So I'm gonna try to come up with like a couple of layouts. I have some ideas for like these books. So I'll let you know how it turns out. And because we like to multitask, I think I'm gonna be listening to Emma while I do this as well.
Another room of much better size might be secured for the purpose, but it was at the other end of the house, and a long, awkward passage must be gone through to get at it.
Hello, so it is 4 o'clock. I have class in a couple of hours. I've just finished. I think I took like 4 or 5 shots that I like. I feel like when you want to look cute for your Instagram, like do pictures, it always takes longer than you think it's gonna take. But I think they turned out really cute, so hopefully they turned out cute. But I will show you a couple of them here. Anywho, so it looks like it's gonna rain. We're supposed to actually get like a really big storm tonight, and I'm just in the mood for soup. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to heat up a cup of soup and like maybe I'll have a tortilla with like some cheese on it or something. And then I think what I'm gonna do is have my soup and then read until class. And then, you know, we have class tonight. We're gonna be learning stuff. But also I'm really, really excited to start this. Also, I want you guys to choose what book I'm going to read in February's like thingamabobber. So I'm gonna have like a little bit of a poll, but I gotta figure out which 2 books I really wanna read in the month. And then I'll kind of ask you guys. But yeah, Station 11, soup, class. Kind of sounds like my ideal night. I don't know. I really like soup. Okay, I know I said that I wanted soup, but hear me out. Pasta. Also, I'm sorry if you wobble. You're on like all of my pillows and a blanket and then like all of the books that I essentially had in my room. So I don't think I filmed any of this. Yeah, I don't remember filming this, but I have also been reading Emma. I'm now on page 329. I really have to spend some time over the next couple of days reading this if I want to finish it in the month, and I do because I really want to try to keep on top of one classic every single month. I really am enjoying listening to this. I'm enjoying listening to this while I read along and I annotate it. It's really fun, and I have to say, like, so many people, I know like Emma is a lot, and so many people don't like her as a character, but honestly I feel like I am Emma. Like, I feel such a kindred spirit to her, and I love listening to like her reactions to things because they're a lot of the times my reactions to things. She's a very flawed character, but I really like her a lot, and it's just like a fun book to listen to. I will say that something I have noticed, not just with Jane Austen books, but like with classics in general, is that I feel like sometimes they can like drag in the middle, whereas I feel like now people's attention spans are maybe like a little bit smaller because of social media and all the access we have to different forms of entertainment. And so I feel like for the most part, a lot of the times books are edited so that they're really quick and like exciting, or that they're constantly moving. And I find that This book in particular is like very meandering. It's really taking its time developing things, and I enjoy that, but also I feel like sometimes it's like repetitive and it feels kind of unnecessary. We just have so many conversations with people who I just don't care about. There's a part where Emma's talking to Mr. Elton and his new bride, and it's like she talks to them with Harriet, but then she goes back and talks with them, and Mrs. Elton is like super annoying. But I don't really see how they connect or are necessary at this point in the story. And then also Jane Austen, to kind of demonstrate how annoying this one character is, who is Jane Fairfax' aunt. Is it Mrs. Bates? The consensus is that Emma and a lot of people kind of just tolerate her. They don't want to hurt her feelings, but like she's quite like annoying as a character. She's frustrating because she does like run-on sentences and like won't ever stop talking. But like it's so hard to read it because I really don't like this character and she's really frustrating. And like there was a time when it was like 3 pages of just a run-on sentence from her. Like that's probably an exaggeration, but at least a page and a half of a run-on sentence from this character without like a breath. Stuff like that is kind of hard to read because I'm just frustrated. So I feel like Jane Austen is just like an incredible author because I'm feeling every emotion she wants me to feel. And I think that this is so fun. But I will say that it is dragging a little bit at certain points. Next, I am 40 pages into Station 11. I have to say I'm really enjoying it so far. It is a little bit hard to read because of the pandemic, because of everything that's happening. Like obviously it's a totally different sickness and disease and everything, but I think reading about pandemics are always going to be kind of scary since like I've lived through one now, especially in the very beginning when like we didn't really know what was going on. I don't think that I could have read something like this. But this is really interesting. We're following Javan. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I think he's a paramedic. He's with his girlfriend at the theater, and an actor on the stage named Arthur collapses. And then he talks to his friend who's a doctor, and his friend is like, you need to get out of the city. There's a new sickness and it's like unstoppable. We just sort of see like the panic spread from there because it starts to go on the news, and we see the fear in Javan's like, I hate the fact that I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. It's kind of hard to read. It's very good. It's not hard to read because it's like slow. It's hard to read because it's scary. That's my update on this. I'm really hoping that this weekend I can somehow finish this book. So I will see you mañana. Good morning. So it is a bright and beautiful day, and I think it's gonna be a really fun day. I have a lot of stuff to do. We've got a ton of reading still to do before my 6 o'clock class. Thankfully, I finished all of my asynchronous activities for my other class that was due today at 1, so I don't have to worry about any homework at the minute. I also really want to finish Station 11. Don't know how much reading I'll get done today. However, today, right now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a mask and I'm gonna go to Target. I really just want one single blanket. It's like this sage green blanket that I think will go really well with my new bedspread. This is my new bedspread. It's supposed to be like a light gray. I don't know how it comes across on camera. In real life, I would say it feels a little bit more like almost like an off-white or like a cream color. I don't know if I was sent the wrong one or if it's just that like it was like depicted slightly different on the website. It's from Anthropology, but to be honest, I really love it. I bought this like down comforter to put inside of it as well, and it's just so nice, and I've totally fallen in love with it. So whether it was the wrong color or just slightly different than what it looked like on the website, it doesn't matter to me. I really love it. But I think that it will go really well with this green throw. And I am obsessed with green. Look at all my plants. Look at all those plants. Oh my gosh, that one has a brown leaf? No. I probably own, without exaggeration, like maybe 50 plants in the house, and I'm obsessed with them. They all have names. I get such joy from my plants. And then I think I'm gonna have a study session with my friend, and I'm gonna do, hopefully, a ton of homework before class. I do believe it's gonna be a double coffee day. I can just feel it's gonna be a double coffee day, which is fine. Yo, ready? Grab your mask. All right, let's kick things off right with going to Starbucks. I just got my egg white bites and they will be delightful. I also got this. They still have the Merry Christmas signs. I'm not complaining though, because they're cheerful. And you know what? So am I, so it's fine. I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go right into Target. Look at how pretty this is. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's kind of like this really beautiful faded sage green knit. It's a full queen, and I just think that's gonna go so well with this. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it, and yeah. Guys, I'm absolutely obsessed. And I just feel like this is a really good combo. I kind of want this to show more. So the next time I make my bed, because I'm not doing it now, I'm gonna have this pulled up a little bit more. I do like the white showing, but I'm thinking like this will be linen. Sorry, this is probably boring. You tuned in for books, but there's a book. Oh, there's your content. I'm one of those weird people who I like to nest, and I feel safest in my room. And so when I get new things for my home or for my room, it makes me feel so cozy inside, and I love it. But anyways, let's go get actual coffee. That's not sweet. Sorry, Starbucks, no shade. I ordered it, so it's my fault. But let's get some coffee. And then I'm gonna work on my YouTube video for a couple of hours, and then we're gonna switch gears and do some studying, and then I'll do some editing. Okay, new plan. I know I said I was gonna make coffee and then I was gonna study, but here's the thing. I just found that we have muffin mix, so we're gonna do that instead. Sorry, I'm a mess, but doesn't that sound fun? Like muffins with studying? That sounds like a wild time to me. So we're gonna do that. Here we go, let's bake some muffins. Also, look at this. These were from Christmas, never used them. Genius. Very excited, can't wait. I found this thing, I found this thing, I found this thing. I mean, it's literally fate, right? I have to make muffins. I also have to wash this. What is that? Okay, so here is what we're working with. First of all, found some actual blueberries, and they are delightful. So I just figured, you know, making blueberry muffins, why not? I also thought I would be a little spicy and add some lemon juice. I know that sounds weird, but I love lemon flavored things, and I feel like it'll balance this a little bit. I'm also going to add this. This is not in the books, but I love vanilla. And then also just a tiny sprinkling of this almond. That wasn't an accent. I wasn't attempting that. That was just my natural voice being weird. So let's put it all together and make some muffins. This is kind of like weird lighting, weird angles. We're just gonna run with it though, because who cares? Okay, so the first big question is, do we do these ones or these ones? These look like peppermint swirling goodnesses. What? But I feel like this one's a little bit more springy because it has more green in it. So this is the one I'm gonna go with. Here's my deal. I know that I'm supposed to be doing things that are productive right now, like studying or editing, but I feel, honestly, in my soul, that these blueberry muffins are going to help me. And I mean, like, who am I to stop study aids, you know? Okay, so first things first. What is the first things first? We need them. Where's the mix? Oh my God, it comes with an actual can of blueberries. And in the mixture goes egg number 1, egg number 2. Ow, oh no, there's shell. That has never happened to me before in my entire life. I'm literally Martha Stewart. Shit, there's another piece of shell. Next, we're gonna do the butter. Then we're gonna do the creme. And then finally, like, this is not included in the recipe, but I'm gonna add some vanilla and some almond. I want it to taste more almondy than vanilla, so I'm just gonna use the smallest for vanilla. And then we're gonna do some almond. Oh my God, I love the smell of vanilla extract with my whole heart. I honestly don't think that there's a better smell. The almond smells pretty good too though. If somebody wanted to create a perfume that smelled like almond and vanilla extract, I wouldn't be like mad about it, you know? And then I just wanted to squeeze a little bit of this lemon juice. I don't want a ton, so hold on, I have to cut this. I'll be right back. Honestly, I love the smell of lemon too. What can I say? I like baking, you know? I don't know if anybody else is like me, but to motivate myself to actually do the studying in life and the editing and the work, I have to like trick my brain. I have to do things like, you get really cool coffee and you get to light a candle and you get freaking muffins. We're not working. What are you talking about? We're at freaking Disney World. And sometimes the tricks actually work, and then I'm really productive and I end up working for like 6 hours. So it sounds stupid. Like, I need to make muffins to be productive. I don't really need to make muffins to be productive. But if it's gonna make my time more enjoyable, you bet your sweet cherry sauce that I'm gonna do it. Cherry sauce? It smells really good. It smells like I can smell the lemon, I can smell the vanilla, I can smell the almond. Even if this sucks, and I don't think it's gonna suck, the experience of baking is bringing me joy. I once had someone ask me why I bake so much, and honestly, because it makes me happy. Listen to me, you guys. Do in life what makes you happy. Like, life is too short. If you wanna bake the muffins, bake the muffins. All right, I couldn't find coconut, but we've got blueberries, we've got fresh blueberries, we've got lemon juice, we've got almond, we've got vanilla. I am very proud of the chaotic mess that this has become. And now it's the fun part. Now it's the time to scoop them up in the little tray. My favorite thing in the entire world was somebody said in one of my videos, I think it was like around Christmas time, they were like, this has so much chaotic energy. And I just wanted to be like, you have no idea. Like, in real life, I'm exactly how I am when I bake. I'm a little bit all over the place. But you know what? Who isn't, you know?
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in this summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in this summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be.
Good morning, friends. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Well, it's beautiful. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's actually like a really cloudy day. It's really cloudy. It's super overcast. I think I'm actually gonna have to film my videos possibly in my room because I have, here, I'll show you. I have this giant window that's taller than me. And so even on days when it's really overcast, like as you can tell, the natural light hits a little bit better. So I feel like it's more interesting when I film downstairs in my reading room because of all the bookcases. But when I need to film and there's no light, I usually film in my bedroom just because it's brighter and so you can see my face more. But I'm very excited. I have something really exciting to show you. And it's this. It's this right here. I've been waiting for this. I'm so excited. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? I bought myself a typewriter because I'm quirky. I've been really wanting a typewriter because I want to be a writer. And I am finding myself more and more distracted by like social media and the internet. And I love that, but I hate that. So I thought it'd be like a fun little experiment to see, can I write on a typewriter? And like, will that help my concentration and focus? And if not, I'm like a very big nostalgic person. I have like a record player. I obviously love books and I love old, rare, vintage books. I also love collecting fountain pens. So like, even if I don't technically use this every single day, I'm still really glad I bought it because I'm a big nostalgic person who likes vintage things. But I'm really excited. I have to change out my battery and then I'll be right back. Okay, I changed the battery, sorry. Did I change the battery to the old battery? Oh my God. So I've been wanting a typewriter for a really, really, really long time and I've been researching them for such a long time. I wanted to buy something vintage because I've been reading a lot of reviews that say that like, the older models are the ones that are kind of built to last. And so finally, after months and months and months of looking, I think I found the one that is right for me, and we're gonna open it. I'm so excited. Where do I open it? Is there like a top part? It's actually really hard to do this while filming. She wasn't very good at opening packages, the narrator said. I think I need like a knife or something. I don't know. This is not working. Okay, I'm genuinely like excited, but also kind of nervous because it was kind of a big purchase for me to buy unseen. Okay. So I bought a 1964 Corona Smith typewriter in sage green, or I'm calling it sage green. It looks sage green on the internet. And it comes with this. I have not opened it yet. It says, oh, I'm so excited. It says, to release the machine, tap here. My dog is so curious. She's like, what the hell is that? It's exciting, huh? Okay, here we go. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. This doesn't even, like, it looks vintage, but it looks so much newer even than I thought. The seller was like, I've never seen a typewriter in this good of condition before. And that's really what caught my eye, because in the pictures it looked brand new, but like it looks brand new. The keys are so white. For being in the 60s, this genuinely looks like it's never once been used. And the color, this color is my favorite color. It's the same exact color that I purchased in Target. Like, this is my favorite color at the minute. I am so excited. I'm so excited. So I am not even kidding you. I've never seen a typewriter so beautiful in my entire life. Like, it's weird because the thing is, with vintage, I'm okay with there being like scratches and dents and like a little discoloration because it's vintage. And if you know me, you know that I love things with history. That's why I got the bookcases that I got. That's why I have the desk that I have. That's why I like collecting rare old books. I like beautiful pieces, and I enjoy history behind things. It's also why most of the furniture that I have personally, I found like in vintage shops and things. I just like things with history. And so I was fully prepared for this to have like little scratches and dents and things. But the cool thing is it doesn't. So I have quite a bit to share with you because I have finished Station 11 and I have started, or I've gotten a little bit further on Holopox. But you know what? Before we do any of that, let's get some coffee. Struggle. Hello, I'm back. I set up my DSLR. Anyways, let's talk about Station 11. So I finished this book. I'm so glad you guys voted for this book because this book was incredible. Also, I changed my shirt for my TBR video. What do we think? I think what this book does well is I feel like it shows a really interesting and artistic portrait of humanity. I'm gonna do a little bit of a book review, so there's going to be like not spoilers for how it necessarily ends, but there will be parts of the plot and parts of the characters revealed that like some people might consider spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything about Station 11, I would skip a little bit ahead until I put the book down. I feel like what this book does well is it portrays humanity, I think, in a very interesting way. It shows the very best of humanity and the very worst of humanity. I feel like the best of humanity was definitely represented in Kirsten, or Kristen, who all of this happened to when she was a young girl, and she has decided, instead of just merely surviving, or instead of, you know, using this really big epidemic to somehow benefit her, which some of the characters are doing, what she's doing is she's trying to create art. So she is choosing, you know, to travel and try to be an actress and try to bring joy to people in this really joyless time when everyone is barely surviving. And I feel like even though her character isn't perfect, she really does represent the part of humanity who is constantly striving to make meaning out of like a meaningless world. That is contrasted to another character who goes by the Prophet. And the prophet is using this and he's saying that he was like chosen. The reason that he was chosen and not other people was because he's like a religious cult leader. It's definitely a cult. And he believes that like he was ordained to be saved and all of the impure people were the people who were wiped out. The way that he's internalizing everything that's happening is he's seeing himself as like the chosen and like better than other people. And he's creating meaning as like a warped sense so that it benefits him versus Kirsten, who is using all of this and she's trying to create meaning by like doing art. I don't know. I feel like their juxtaposition was really well done. And I feel like it was just such an interesting journey to follow along with. It was a really sad book. One thing that I would say is that while I am so happy that I read this, I wish that I had not read this during the pandemic. I don't think that you should read this during the pandemic. Like, I didn't even think I was gonna be like triggered by this. I didn't think that this was gonna affect me at all. But let me tell you, it did. Reading about like quarantine and pandemic and epidemic and all the sickness and stuff. I know it's obviously very different, but it was like kind of oddly hard to read about. It did not feel therapeutic. It made me really, really sad. So I do recommend it. I think it was a 5-star. I think that it was such a well-crafted piece of literature, and I think a lot of people will get a lot of enjoyment out of this book. And I also really appreciated how there was no like perfect character. Like everyone was just portrayed as like a human, portrayed as like a person with flaws. You were following people whose lives seemed kind of meaningless. Like you were like, I don't really understand, like they don't seem like the main star of a plot, so why are you putting them in there? But like the thing is, they all touched each other's lives in significant ways, even though it didn't seem significant at the time. And just by merely coexisting together, you see how each one impacts the other's life. Also, I have been reading Hollowpox, The Hunt for Morgan Crow. I'm on page, what page am I on? 112. I don't actually know if I will be finishing it this weekend. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. Hello everyone. I am back in my purple shirt. So here is the deal. I've decided I'm going to take a little bit of a break this weekend from editing video stuff or recording anything. I think I just need to take the weekend for like some self-care. But really what I want to do is I just kind of want to read for fun. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me update you as to what's happening. I ordered pho. So excited. Favorite thing ever. And then I got a boba. So, oh Lord. So boba is one of my favorite things in the entire world. They're these cute little tapioca little balls that you can eat and they're so good. And then I get what is called a snow boba, which is just like a frozen boba and it's strawberry. It's the best thing in the entire world. I think this weekend I'm just gonna kind of take it easy. It's gonna be like a nice chill weekend. Finish vlogging, because I enjoy vlogging. And then I think I also kind of wanna try out my typewriter. So I'm going to eat my lunch and I will catch up with you ASAP. Hello friends. So it is the final day of the reading vlog. And I thought I would kind of wrap up everything that I have read this week. So okay, I have 3 books to talk to you about. Let's start with the one that I didn't finish. And that is Hollowpox, The Hunt for Morgan Crow. So technically I am on page 112 and I will be continuing this book in the month of February, but I am absolutely loving it so far. The next book that I did finish was Emma, and this is by Jane Austen. Okay, I have to just tell you, in the very beginning of this book, while I thought it was interesting, I didn't know if I could actually get into the classic world, because while I was listening to this, I just felt so far removed from the characters and from the language, and I thought parts of it were kind of slow and almost unnecessary. But let me tell you, this was 5 out of 5 stars, and I am eating all of those words and those feelings that I had in the beginning. Mrs. Elton, who I said like didn't need to be a big part of it, was a huge part of the story. Jane Austen clearly knew what she was doing, because I hated Mrs. Elton. I hated Mrs. Elton. Also, it's interesting because some of the characters that I didn't really like in the beginning became some of my favorite and like my most felt for characters at the end, which I love that she did that. I know that Emma is flawed, but I really love Emma, and I feel like out of all the literary characters, even though she's really flawed, I feel kind of the most like Emma in a lot of ways. Also, what's interesting is the love interest is Mr. Knightley, just so you know. In the beginning, I really could not stand him, but I was screaming when they like kind of got together. I hope that's not a spoiler. This is a really old book, and I feel like everyone's seen the movie, but anyways, really good. Also, if you love Clueless, Clueless is verbatim this. Like, it's literally exactly like this, except for like one little area, and now I really want to watch Clueless, so this was amazing. Next up, I finished Station 11, which again was a book that you guys chose for me over on my Instagram, and I'm so glad that you guys chose it because it was a 5 out of 5 stars and I loved it so much. I think I've already discussed my feelings on this now. I don't remember. Sorry, but I just thought it was so good. There were so many parts of this book that I wasn't expecting, like the random religious cult in here, the people who are trying to survive different things, all of the different relationships between people. I just really, really, really enjoyed so much of this book. And again, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So I got really lucky this week because I read 2 5 out of 5 stars plus Hollowpox, which was incredible. But that is it for now. I think I'm gonna end out this vlog and start my next reading vlog. And I'm very excited about that. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great week. And until next time, keep your head in the clouds and your heart in a book. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye.
You're my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you.